Here we're going to take a look at XRP. Been a little bit since we took a look at this thing. Going to take a look at the price chart, see what might be going on in here. Some things to be aware of, and some things to definitely keep your eye on. Okay, you can see here, number one, this thing attempted a breakout just a little bit ago. Caught me. I went along actually before this break, mainly because it looked good to me, and it reversed. It looks like possibly a liquidity sweep, and maybe a push down. Right, we'll dig into this just a little bit deeper here and see what could be going on. First off, Bitcoin dominance. Right, this thing has pushed up out of that box that I drew here, so it is up near a 786, I believe, as far as the fib goes. Let's take a look. Yep, right up. It's actually getting through that 786. I'm being 100% honest with you. Was not expecting this at all. You know, still looking for a rollover here, right? I mean, that's the main thing we're looking for back here on this wave. Let's go back here a little bit. All right, first off, let's get this out of here. The highest we were potentially looking at this, you can see our 5 waves in here, and the reason we're looking at this, when this rolls over, that's when we get our alt season, right? So this is when we make our money, when this thing bites the dust. Had the wave 3 up here, wave 4 back to here, right? And now we're in that last stage, and what we're looking at is this formation right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and wave 5. All right, now we zoom in on this a little bit. What was the highest that this wave 5 projected with a fib was going to go? You know, we still haven't really. 66.81. all right, now we've come up to what, about 65, right? So there's a potential here for you know, one last push, I guess, for this thing. It looks like the weekly RSI. And there you go. It's at 51 and a 45 right here. Technically, it's still bullish on the weekly. The monthly. See where it's at. It's right at the very top, getting stretched. The daily, since that's pushing up a little bit, yeah, looking like one more push out of it, maybe 12-hour. Roll it right at the very top. It's actually bearish, 86 and a 90. We'll see what happens, right? The way it's looking is literally, you know, right up through this area, right up through here is where the end of this thing should be. All right, anywhere could be now. You know, could start rolling over right now. Yeah, I mean, that could be the end of it. We're just gonna have to wait it out and see what happens. Could have that final push to 66.8 with it. That's a projecting with fib here. Might be. Let's see. Yeah, 66.9 actually. So anywhere in this box, right? And that should be the last push of this thing. And why do I say that? Well, you zoom out, right? I mean, and look at the bigger picture here. This is on a weekly. Each one of these candles represent a week. This goes the whole way back to 2020, right? We go with the fib on here. Where are we at? Well, pull it down just a little bit. I'm trying to get it on here. There we go. We're right, you know, 702. We've at 786. You know, looking to get rejected in this box and start this massive rollover, and that should get the party going, man. I mean, that's what we're waiting for. Ultimately, this chart here means more than anything to altcoin holders, right? And of course, Bitcoin, I guess. You always got to look at Bitcoin. Let me see what chart I want here. Okay, here's the one. This is the one we just we had to trade in Discord. We can nail this thing perfect, man. Doing pretty good over there in Discord. I forget, I don't know what it is. We've won, I don't know, 7 out of our last 10, something like that. Get this off here. Got in this trade yesterday, right? Let's go to 4-hour. Hourly, maybe. It looks a little bit better, right? Yesterday we got in it. Where was it? Right down around here somewhere. Okay, rode this thing up. We got out. I got out right about there. 105, 952. Right around 106. That was our take profit. Our stop loss was 104. Nice trade up through here at a 3x. And it looks like Bitcoin could be pulling back now. All right. If you want to get into Discord with us, sign up for a level 3 membership. In the description of the video. It's only $15, man. We have 170 members over there, a little over 170, and come join us. We got a really great trading community. Some top-notch people over there posting trades every single day. Bring this down a little bit so we're dead on here with this. There we go. Alright, so we're dead on with this, but ended up nailing this move yet. Just finished up a little while ago. Get this off here. Oh, I should have left that on there. Dang it. Oh well. We'll just take it off. Alright, now you can see Bitcoin is potentially having a pullback here. There's a pretty big move happening inside this. Alright, you can see here we had a 1, 2. And we exactly nailed this thing. Alright, 3, 4, 5. 5 wave here. And it could have another push up. This could be a 4th wave pullback inside. And there should be 5 waves right in here. Right, looks like you got 1, 2, 3. Could be 4, 5. We'll know soon enough. I'm going to be honestly looking for probably a pullback down to this trend line. Retest. Retest area. You put a trend line up through here. Slide this over. Not going to use that wick. I'm just going to use inside here. Let me get that on there. There we go. Pull this down a bit. And that level 3 membership, you also get 10 hours of videos, over 20 videos to teach you how to start charting like this. Right, so you can, and how to look for price targets, how to set up trading view, everything, man. There's a lot of stuff in there, over 20 videos, and a link to the Discord for $15. Okay, come try it out, see if it's for you. If you like it, great. Stay with us every month. If you don't, then watch the videos, learn, and you get your $15 worth, right? I make sure you do. I know how hard people work for the money. I'm not out to just take your $20 and give you nothing for it, right? I think the Discord alone is worth more than $15 a month, quite honestly. Like I said, we've won at least 7 out of our last 10 trades. We won 6 out of 7 the other day, then lost a couple, and then won the Bitcoin one. And I just lost an XRP one, so I don't know what it is. 8 out of 12, whatever. Anyway, all right. So go over if that interests you, sign up and come join us. Could have a break here. Could have a little bit of a pullback. The 1 hour RSI coming down. Let's get this cleaned up here. Get some mess down here. I don't know what I was looking at there. Oh, the bull and bearish divergence on the monthly. Each month, each month we've had lower highs on Bitcoin. Ever since the thing started, really. On a monthly, you come back through here, you see them. Each high has been lower and lower and lower on a monthly time. You got back here is 2017. There's 2021, 2024, lower. Looks like another lower one gonna come in here when this thing finishes up, right? So it's pretty crazy. But each time you have lower highs coming in, right? Not as easy to move the market now either. When you're talking over $1 trillion $1 trillion market cap, right? It takes a lot more money to move it than back here, when it was 50 billion or less, like 2013. Oh my God, yes, yeah, a lot less. Heck, I remember 2020 when it was under 100 billion, 100 billion. Now it's over $1 trillion market cap. Now we get out of this. Let's get back here and take a look here. Get back to what we were talking about. The 1 hour. 1 hour is rolling over. You got the 4 hour right at the very top here, down here at the bottom. You got the 8. Still heading up. 12 hour is still heading up. Your daily. The daily's just started. Look at that. Just started to the upside on the daily, right? And the RSI down here, it's at a 26 and a 14. Looks absolutely beautiful. This target here was for a possible pullback, and it could still come down here. I don't think it's going to now. I think we finished up what we needed to finish up. Looks like right through here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. And that's on the daily, right? So I think we're starting to push up towards this 118. And how do I get to 118? Go off that high, pull it down, and there's your target. 119, right up in that range. I think we're going to start 5 waves up there. The weekly, right at the very top, 88 and 94, and the monthly looks absolutely gorgeous, 49 to 32. All right, so you could get a pullback here on a 4 hour. I apologize, guys. Allergies, man. Summertime is just horrible for me. Tried everything, shots, you name it. Still, every time cut the grass or whatever, it starts. You got a 1, looks like a 1, 2 here. Technically starting wave 3. 4, 5 up through there, but we'll see how that turns out. But I think this is a wave 3 starting, so expect some momentum when this thing turns back to the upside. All right, so Bitcoin looking good. Breakout. You could get a retest. Could come back down here, retest the breakout down here, around 104.5 or so, and then take off. Don't be surprised if it does that. Perfectly normal. You usually get a retest on a break, right? Thing normally comes back and retests that area now as support. Now over on XRP, I was taking a look at this chart a while ago. If you come out, let me see where I was at here. Was it? No, it wasn't a 12. Might have been an 8 or 4 hour chart. Yeah, right here. 8 hour chart. If you look at this, you guys out there that watch the channel, take a look at that. What do you see? It's going to 4 hour. There you go. You guys see it? Potentially. No, not saying that's going to happen. As long as XRP holds this ground right here, I think it's at 217. It should be all right, but you could have, which would be pretty brutal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would definitely be a pretty hard pullback. You might have had that finished up already right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's going to be told right here. This thing has to hold here and break, right? It looks like a possible, right? This looks like this is what's going on to me, right? 1, 2, 3, a bigger 5 wave, and inside of that, okay, you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or inside of this wave 3, right? If you turn that, say, I don't know, blue, purple, okay, sticks out a little bit better, right? I think that's what's going on here. But I'll be aware, it could push down, right? I mean, it could. The thing that shocks me is XRP. really ever since it came up here to 228. This massive pull down here, this retracement up. We're looking for a big move out of this thing. That's what we want. That's what we've been waiting for. Let's take a look at some RSIs here. The 4-hour, right at the top. It's in the 94 and 97. It's actually bearish. 8-hour, 64 and a 61. But looking a little weak, isn't it? Looking a little weak. Let's get this off here so we can see the candle. Red candle here. 12-hour. 68 and a 59. And you do have some bullish divergence here at the bottom. Right? You see that? You got right here. You got this low here. Right down here. And then you have a higher low up here. And then on here you have this low and a lower low. So you got bullish divergence here also. Right? Like I said, this area here, definitely want to hold it. The daily. You see how that 12 hours starting to look a little weak too, right? Starting to roll over a little bit. Your daily 32 and a 28. Actually, it flipped. It's bullish. The weekly 24 and a 28. But right at the bottom, it's over. It's oversold for sure. You can see in the monthly. So the monthly 48.7 and 48.3, it's bullish. Trying to flip back up. Alright, that's what we got for this monthly. Target, right up here, that $4 range. And higher. I mean, but the potential move off of this, this big wedge that's been forming. It's going to weekly. You see that wedge. Right, this thing ended up breaking to the upside, coming back, retesting, and looking for a bounce. Let's go back inside here, 12-hour. There we go. All right, let's get this off here too. All right, so we're watching for this to hold here. All right through here. If you come in on a 1-hour time frame, this breaks it down a little bit more. What I was looking at for this breakout was a fifth wave, and it looks like maybe it finished that up. I was looking for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I believe it's already done it. Okay, I think what happened was it actually is down here. Okay, you got your 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 right there on the hourly. Okay, so you'd be looking for some sort of correction. More than likely, if it loses this 217, be looking for a pullback down here a little bit on this 4-hour. Where could it pull back to? I showed you that 5 wave. I believe that is over with, so I think we're pretty clear on that. But if this thing does end up losing that 217 level or some targets, you got an area down here, 210, 212, anywhere actually through this area it could retrace to. If it ends up losing that 217, and it's not looking so hot, right? You got that 4-hour flipping bearish, 94 to 96, looking like it's going to roll over, and you got a liquidity sweep right there. They grab the longs, roll it over, and send it down, and that looks like that could be what's going on here, especially with Bitcoin looking like it's going to pull back here. We come in there on that 1 hour on Bitcoin, has broke the support line. Like I said, could get a retracement back down here, towards this moving average, even 104.9. I think it'll probably come down here and tap this 104.6, 7, anywhere in that area, and then head back to the upside here. So could pull XRP down, and just be aware of that. Now, if this thing breaks up above 219, then it's going to run, right? I mean, And we'll come back to that if it does get above that, but don't be shocked if you get a pullback here, guys. Possibly down to 210 to 214 area. Thank you so much. Hit that like and subscribe. I'll be back with you soon. Have a great day, everybody.